attitude is that? That you can have somebody in a condition like that, and you're rich, and you walk past somebody like that every day and do nothing? But we have people with the attitude like that. Huh? They don't care anything about their brother or their sister, but only about themselves. Huh? We're all brothers and sisters. I'll say that again. We're all brothers and sisters because we're all of what? One blood. What you say, preacher? I said we're all of one blood. Adam and Eve were my foreparents. Adam and Eve were your foreparents. We're all one blood. That's the reason we should stop looking at color and race and position. Because what? In the end, only thing that's going to matter is whether you obey God or not. See? Man, God put man here to what? To take care of the earth. Adam and Eve, what? They had to dress the garden, which means take care of the garden. In the same way with human beings, we're stewards of the earth. But man has left God and left his commandments, and even nature has things that man shouldn't do. See? Man, that oil spill. Why? Why did it happen? Because man doesn't care about nature. Man knew that the machinery that he was using was no good. But as long as he was getting oil and making money, he cared nothing about nature, about the water, about the animals in the water, and if there was a spill, how it would affect the human race. They had no regard for that. Devils. We must be very careful how we treat God's earth, and the people on the earth. People starving every day. We have plenty, but we don't give nobody anything. That's not God's way. God is love. L-O-V-E. L, if we're loyal to God, and we're obedient. O stands for obedient to God. Then he will give us the what? The V, the victory. And the victory is E, eternal life. L-O-V-E. Loyalty, obedience, victory, and eternal life. Remember that. Remember those words. Somebody can tell you anything. I remember I was teaching a Bible lesson, and I asked a question. I said, what does Bible mean? And nobody said anything at first. And so me, I was taking my second year in Greek, and I was feeling all scholarly, and I said, Bible means the book, biblios in the Greek. Biblios means the book. And in other words, there's only one book, the Bible. And then a little kid raised his hand. He said, no, that's not right. He said, I know the answer. And I looked at him and I said, oh, he don't know. I'll let him talk. And I said, what does Bible mean? And he said, believers, instructions before leaving earth. Believers, instructions before leaving earth. B-I-B-L-E, Bible. And true what he was saying. But see, even though you have knowledge, which you consider, the human race consider scholarly knowledge, that young man had a good definition for the Bible. What does the Bible mean? Believers' instructions before leaving earth. And truly, the Bible is our instructions. It tells us who God is, what His laws are, what He expects of us, and what is going to happen in the end and the future. It's all in there. And we must look at it. This is our temporary home. Earth is temporary. Our bodies are temporary. Huh? This is not your home. This is not my home. Huh? But if I'm obedient to God, I have an eternal home with God the Father and God the Son in the end. The amazing thing happened to me and my wife a few nights ago, and I don't quite know how to explain it, but I know what my eyes saw, and that is, we looked in the sky, and I told my wife, I said, oh look, airplane moving. And she said, and she took the camera, and she was taking a picture. She said, not airplane. And the picture she took, because it kept moving, and then it started to move all over the sky. And then we knew that no airplane moved in that many directions that fast, and that it had to be something else other than an airplane. And I'm not saying this to scare nobody, but I know what I saw. And when we blowed up the pictures, you could see the object changing colors, changing shapes, and the next night we saw an even bigger light and more movement in the sky. Why do we think that God created life here only on the earth? You know, we're so small-minded. We think that we're the only living creatures in the universe. Maybe we are in our universe, but there is something. There are more universe beyond what we know in the Bible. in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and starting at verse 2, it tells us, Paul was in a trance or a dream. And he says, I don't know whether I was in my body or out of my body. He said, but the Spirit took him to what? A third heaven. Said, the Spirit took me to a third heaven. In other words, one heaven here, and one heaven there. Took me to a third heaven where God is. Huh? So that gives us something to think about. The Bible spoke of 3 heavens. Huh? And we're in our little world, we're in our little universe, and we think that God and all his power and all of his wisdom and knowledge made only creatures on the earth. How selfish, how stupid can we be? Yes, there's life on other planets, I believe, in other universes, okay? In other heavens, okay? I just don't think that God created us only, huh? But there are other people. And I believe what I saw was evidence of other people. And with a greater technology than what we have. They demonstrated that. I saw it twice. My wife has it on tape. And I'll let you see the video and let you judge for yourself. What is it? It's not an airplane. It's certainly not an airplane. It's certainly it's certainly not a balloon. Okay? And when you see it change shapes, it looks like a ship of some kind. A flying. It looks like a UFO, as the government calls it, unidentified flying object. That's what they call it, okay? That's what I saw, UFO, okay? And they're seeing them all over the world, and the governments of the world are denying, but they know that there's other people, and that they're coming and seeking and trying to gain knowledge of what the human race is about. Okay? Like I say, you judge for yourself when you see the video. Thank you.